So the guy is dying. That's what we're looking at.
That's right, yeah. Yes, I didn't realize that until the end of the movie. I really didn't. I started off on square one, you know, the racetrack and all that stuff. And I didn't know where the hell it was going. And as the film evolved and unwound, unraveled itself, and these strange characters came up, like Kevin McCarthy in the middle of it from nowhere, I thought, I don't know where on earth this film is going. It was taking me, and I was delighted with that because I didn't care where it was taking me, and I didn't care whether it was going to take anyone, really. And then as the thing began to, and then it sort of wrote itself. And right at the end, I thought, well, I think it's time to kill this character off. And he's hit by a car, and that's what it's about.
Now, did the actors come to you and say, Mr. Hopkins, what is my motivation in this scene? I mean, did they give you a hard time?
They did say, what is it about? I said, I don't know, just do it. Christian Slater was the one who got it. A lot of the actors didn't get. Gavin Grazer got it. A few other people got it, but Christian Slater got it and just went for it. And as I said, saved the day for me. And so we had a great team of people working, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually I torn my Achilles tendon on the second day of filming, so I was filming from a wheelchair for most of the shooting. And in the film, there are scenes where I am actually limping before I actually had a cast put on my Achilles tendon. But you know, I was crazy enough to do it. But I got through it, and I enjoyed that injury because I love resistance. And I think, yeah, to hell with it, just go for it, you know.
I understand that the location was extremely hot.
Yes, we were up in Lancaster in the desert, and it was pretty hot up there. And a few people complained, not many, but one or two complained. But everyone seemed to work so well on it. And, you know, there was the condition they're in. They read the script, you know, take it or leave it. And, you know, they knew it was going to be hot. We tried to make everyone as comfortable as possible. We didn't have great hotels up there, but, you know, we did what we could. And everyone cooperated. The hours were long as well. But anyway, so here we are.
So in your encounters with directors over the years, what would be some of the more challenging experiences that you've had? Julie Taymor comes to mind.
Julie Taymor, yes, she was a
Titus.
challenge, but she was good. She's a great director, and yeah, I mean, she's a brilliant woman. But we had
her first time working with
feature
a movie,
and she had a way of directing. She was in your face all the time, but telling how to you know, intonations and gestures and all that. And I said, you know, you better get another actor because I can't work like this. So we had our fights and disagreements, strong disagreements. But in the end, we ended up respecting each other. And I do admire her. I think she's an astonishingly creative visionary. But I think Oliver Stone's a pretty challenging director to work with too. Oliver never lets you settle for anything. He pulls the rug from under you all the time, which is very good. He's a tough director, but good, a great director, I think.
Nixon must have been one of the most difficult roles you ever played.
That was a nightmare role to play, yes. I got a phone call in England many years ago, and my agent said, Oliver Stone wants to talk to you. And I said, Oliver Stone, what does he want me for? He said, for Nixon. I said, Nixon? I said, well, he's a President Nixon. I said, oh, what part does he want? He said, President Nixon. I said, you crazy? I said, no, he must be mad. And he phoned me up and he said, well, he said, I hear you're a chicken, you don't want to do it. I said, well, I don't want to do you a disservice. He said, well, I'm coming into London anyway at the beginning of next week, so let's meet anyway, even though you don't want to do it. I said, okay. So I was on my way to the hotel to meet him, and I had that moment of clarity when in the middle of Hyde Park. And I thought, I can either work with this great American director, make a complete idiot of myself, or I can stay safe here in Britain, working for the BBC, go off to Hungary to make a Dostoevsky film or something so boring like that, and you know, and stay happy for the rest of my life and die of a heart attack, and that'll be the end of it. But I thought, well, I'll just do something that's really challenging. So I met Oliver Stone for breakfast that very morning, half an hour later, and I said, I'll do it. He said, great. So there we were. And I believe that be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. And I believe that about everything, you know, so I don't do anything that's conventional. And I think, in fact, I'm a latent sort of hippie, because I think this film is a result of, and it came to me the other day, I was born in Wales, and I don't want to give you a huge biography, but I'm born in a strange alien country in a way, Wales, and I was raised on, you know, I went to the movies and I saw Brando, and I became an actor, and I saw James Dean, and I always felt I wanted to be like that, but I thought I'm stuck with a funny accent in this place in Britain. And then I read Jack Kerouac's On the Road, and I'd read Look Homeward Angel when I was about 19, 20, something like that. And I had this taste for America, and I had this taste for rebellion and the darkness. And so this is what I wanted to do more than anything. And when I came over to America, I made a couple of good films and some not so good films. But I wanted to make a statement for myself on this one. Not for anyone, but for myself, to prove it to myself that I had it in me. I'm going to be 70 at the end of the year, that I had something so off the wall and wacko that I could put it on screen somehow. And that's why I did.
Well, the Museum of Modern Art is going to be showing this film on October the 18th. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.